Yo, what up? This is Matt Barnes here from All the Smoke, sending a huge shout out to Ayooo and Kat and their new podcast, Don't Pour My Milk, which is a fantasy football podcast. Make sure you guys check it out, man. Football season is right around the corner. They're getting you all the information you need to be a successful fantasy football player. So best of luck with the podcast and make sure you tap in.
Bruh, did you pour my milk? Don't do that. What's that?
I'm kind of a big deal.
You don't got the credentials.
Well, that's disrespectful.
What up? What's up? Yo, we here for another episode, y'all. Don't
What's
Pour
that?
My Milk podcast.
What's that?
Woo!
Oh, man.
And we got a good one for you.
You
this
see
one's
it.
gonna be a good one.
It feels a little crowded here.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of black in the room right now.
Woo! That's a good thing right
we
now.
go.
We're gonna go and introduce ourselves real quick. I'm Mr. Knockout Fantasy Football. You know what it is. Oh,
You know it's your boy O. You already know. Follow me down below.
and then
Yeah,
we
man.
got a new guest.
We got a special guest
We
here,
got
bro.
a new guest.
A friend to the show.
The first guest.
The first one, bro. Yo, D, you are first.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man.
Go ahead,
I
introduce
appreciate to be
yourself,
here.
brother.
Name's Dwayne. Go by the name D. You know, it's an honor to be here, fellas. Appreciate it.
There's no social media, so there's no bar that's going to come across this thing. This is Mr. Robot over here. Stay off the grid himself.
Got to sometimes, man.
Yo,
Mr. Conspiracy Theory.
I'm excited though. I'm excited. Great to have you on.
This is the first face to the league.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah,
You
I didn't
giving
think
us
about
some
that.
insight.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, this is who we've been trying to make the commissioner
I don't
all
want no-
this while. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want no
But he's
parts
the
of that,
COO
man.
of the league. He makes sure the league runs smoothly. You know what I mean? Shout out to D.
Yeah, gotta get
Shout
the bills
out.
paid
Yo,
on time.
D.
Yo, I'm here.
But real quick, anyone who comes on, I'm gonna ask you this question.
Gotta ask.
So D,
Talk to me.
how you like to pour your milk?
How you like your milk, man?
Yeah, I don't like that much milk, man. I like to taste the cereal, man. I like to taste the cereal, man.
So you team cat?
No. The cat don't pour my milk either. don't pour my milk either, cat. But I like to taste the cereal, man. I don't want too much milk, you know.
So you just like a little splash? In
Yeah, a
it?
little splash. I don't want to drink out the bowl. You know what I'm saying?
So
All right, say
listen,
less. Say less.
you on a podcast. We
Yeah.
need to know what's going on behind the scenes in the league, or anything in general. And I need that spicy talk from you too, man. 'Cause that's what we do when we bring guests on.
Don't do it, D.
Do it for the man.
I ain't gonna do it.
Do it for the man.
I ain't gonna do it.
Do it for the man.
Gonna do it.
Do it for the man.
You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
do it.
Like you gotta
We're
tell
friends
me
and
something. Tell me something. You know what I mean? Tell me something
And about the league, about our league,
About the league, bro.
about our league.
about our league.
I mean, there's a lot I could talk about here, but you know,
People watching.
people, yeah, and
Watching, D.
and first and foremost, I want to start out and I want to say, you know, I'm a changed person.
Yo,
I'm a changed
I was
person.
saying that before.
Changed person, bro.
The D you know today is the master troll of yesterday.
You did tell me that.
You don't know.
I'm changed,
Yo,
man.
this guy is giving his life to Christ
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
or
Thank you.
something because
Thank you.
he's different. But
Yeah,
this is
but-
the master troll. I used to call him Tekashi 7-9, bro.
It's true. That's real hip hop. I see you. See, that's the difference between me and other artists. I can compromise.
So,
Yo.
so he's a changed man. But let's talk about it. Spicy talk.
So, Kat, I can give you one, and this might be a major one. This could be a major one.
Talk.
Oh,
Oh no.
it's about that. It's about that. It's probably the biggest thing that we had in the league that affected the entire league.
This is prior to Cat.
Prior to Kat, this is
But
prior. to Kat.
Cat knows what. I think this has something to do with Cat too.
Absolutely. The
So tell me.
Okay, so I don't want to make this story so too long, you know, but
Wait, are you gonna talk about?
yeah.
But we say we're not gonna talk about it.
We gotta talk about it.
We gotta talk about
it. Might as well.
We talking about Quitgate, bro.
Quitgate.
Quitgate.
What is that?
Man, I'm gonna change
Dog,
first.
Quitgate.
I'm looking.
All right, so let's talk about it.
He took his hat off.
Let's talk about
This
it.
is serious.
I know.
I've never seen D. This is my in-law, and I never, even on his wedding, he had a hat on. I don't know.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Well, first and foremost, this is fantasy football.
Yes.
Yep.
You got to leave your emotions at the door.
Yep.
At the door.
Sometimes.
Checked in.
Yep.
I'm being real with you because I heard about you. I was waiting on you at the door.
You know, and I've experienced in one league that led over to our league.
Bled over.
It bled over. That one manager, right?
You naming names?
Yeah, who y'all talking about?
You know he likes names.
I can't name no names.
As soon as I figure out, you know I'm you know,
Might as well just say it, bro.
you know, I don't know where this story going.
Man, there's one manager that's been in both leagues.
Dun, dun, dun.
That, you know, when things don't go their particular way.
Shout out to Chimdy. I know. Shout out to
man.
Chimdy. I know who you talking about.
Yo, can't wait. We can't wait till you on the pod. We talking about can't wait.
As soon as you said don't go his way.
Quick. All right, so go ahead.
This one particular manager, I said it. Kat said it. I didn't say it. Once he doesn't get his particular way, you know, in terms of maybe put a trade through, trade doesn't go through. You know, I want to broker a deal. The deal just gets messed up somehow. Maybe a commissioner might step in. You know, in this particular moment in time, he put in the trade. Trade got vetoed.
Yeah, does that.
Didn't like that. He sent a message to the league.
What do you do?
He sent a long message to the league.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't like to read.
Yeah. A long message, you know, brought up his past competitive history. He used to play in sports.
Couple, yeah.
You know, I know what competitive sports is supposed to be like. It's supposed to feel like.
Yeah. Keywords.
Keywords that he's using.
Integrity.
You know? Yeah, integrity, yes.
Imagine.
Yes. And then once post that letter in the league, starts to drop his players.
He didn't do it. He dropped his players, bro. I'm acting like I'm hearing the story for the first time, but the man quit.
The man quit.
Wow.
So this,
So good.
yeah. So this is in one league. He starts to quit because he didn't get his way.
That's the league you were in.
Yes.
That's why I remember. Yeah.
that's why I put two and two together.
Yes. So he starts to drop his players. So that commissioner had a headache on his own.
He called me. Andy called me. He said, "What do I do?" What? I was like, "You compromised, bro. Got touched."
Yo.
Good.
So not only does he does that in Andy's league, because he's in our league, and you know we have a league of savages.
I was trying to line up the cycle.
Yes. So,
So by this time I wasn't in the league.
You weren't.
No,
in the
you weren't.
league
No,
yet.
you weren't
This
in
is
the
the year
league.
before.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So he decides to come over and bring that energy from Andy's league into our league. Then he starts to drop his players as well.
Oh, 2 leagues.
2 leagues.
Can't wait. I can't believe you, brother.
Yo,
But
put it like this:
continue.
we had to put a muzzle on him.
Yes.
Me
yes.
and co-commission.
Yeah, yes.
We had to just stop the bleeding. We saw what was going on. Had to put our big boy pants on.
Absolutely.
We put an embargo on him. He wasn't allowed to trade for the rest of the year. You know, we really had to do.
Yeah.
We locked his team. So look, this is just a little caution out there, cautionary tale.
Absolutely.
When you play with men, there's emotions involved, right? You might have somebody in your league that has quit, and we just want to know in the comments: do you let them come back in the league? Because the biggest issue there that I remember is he knocked you out of the playoffs.
So yeah, I wasn't done yet. So now,
Yeah, there you go.
now we in the originator, not the originator, but the original league where he decides to quit.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So I'm in there. He drops his players. The commissioner does what he has to do. He steps in.
Yeah, exactly. Yes,
Steps in, locks his team, and then gives his players back to his team.
Wow.
Which is controversial because
Yes.
people picked up other players.
Absolutely.
Why should I be penalized?
Absolutely.
Right. Yep.
Absolutely. So then now, we're past that now. The days go on. He still has to participate in the league, as any league manager should, I would assume.
right,
you know,
right.
once you sign up for a league, you should play it fully through no matter
Exactly.
what. So he plays it through. Him and I in the playoffs in the first round.
Practice plays and then kicked you out.
To come around now to beat me in the first round and to take me out the playoffs.
Wow.
I was talking spicy. Thanksgiving was very difficult that year.
Caliente? Oh, man.
You know, it was an uncomfortable Christmas, to say the least, at the
man.
senior Omeda and O'Farrell
Bruh.
household, bro.
So for that to occur, right? I say this to commissioners.
Yes.
Make sure y'all do your job.
Yeah.
Yo,
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
As a commissioner, do the right thing.
That's what we got to do.
I didn't know
That's
he
how
did
you
it
do.
in 2 leagues. Oh,
In 2
man.
leagues, Kat.
Yeah,
We're going to have to be, I got some more ammo for you. So we're going to keep it moving, though.
Yo, quick gate.
Quick.
Done
Quick.
gate. Quick gate. I know we live there. Yeah, man.
Y'all got that letter, whatever letter y'all talking about, make sure I see it.
Oh, yeah.
You want to send the files?
I'm dropping
You
it.
dropping the files?
Yeah. So just look at it right now. Let it breathe.
Let it breathe.
There you go. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Do you think it was emotional? Do you think
Oh,
that
man.
the commissioner was wrong from putting a muzzle on him, or you thought was, within reason? Y'all let us know.
All right. But today's episode, we're going to keep it moving. That was some good spicy talk. We're going to keep going into what we normally go down and break down the division. Today, we're going to talk about the NFC North and NFC South. And our special guest, D Money. Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right. So first on the docket in the NFC North, we're going to kind of highlight Green Bay.
Okay.
What you got on Green Bay? We talk about, we're going to highlight some people on the docket. They got Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones, Robert Tonyan, Agent Dillon, just to name a few fantasy viable players. But I want to get your feedback. We're going to focus on one player that we want to kind of like give our feedback to those out there and let them know, hey, this is something that you should focus on.
All right.
Who you got?
Well, it's a no-brainer. You definitely don't have to talk about Aaron Rodgers or Devontae Adams or Aaron Jones.
Those are your guys, though.
Yeah, those are the guys.
They've been on your team a lot of times.
Yes, those are the guys. I mean, I say we could speak about Robert Tonyan.
Okay.
I'm not big on him this year. I'm just not.
Really?
I'm not big on Robert Tonyan.
Is this spillover from Quick Gate?
Come to think about it, that this is Chimney's guy.
Okay.
Oh, is it?
All right.
Yes, this is his guy.
That's Can't Wait's guy.
Yes,
Oh.
that's his guy.
Can't Wait.
Yeah,
That's a
so
play I got to snipe that.
that's his guy. I'm just not too big on him. You now have Cobb is back in the mix.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Targets is going to go around.
I like Cobb back.
Yeah, I like Cobb back too. Yeah, I got eyes on Cobb. I mean, and Robert Tonyan and AJ Dillon, I would take on both on Green Bay in terms of insight.
Yep. Robert Tonyan right now, he's tied at number 11. He's still going as a viable piece on someone's team. Right now, going like in the 9th round. He could be considered a value if you get him in the 9th round and he gives you the tight end numbers that he gave you last year.
So you like AJ Dillon
Yeah, I go AJ
as a late pick?
definitely late pick. Later round.
Do you
Pick.
think he affects Aaron Jones' numbers?
Yes, I would definitely say so.
So this year is not the year to go heavy on Jones?
Well, people are definitely gonna go heavy on Jones just based on ADP, but you got to look at AJ Dillon's stats last year.
Don't remind me of last year when he
The championship weeks.
Aaron Jones, he took all of me.
Exactly. He could win you the league.
He lost me the league.
I think there's a lot of hype coming on AJ Dillon, though, just to let you guys know. Like, I really always saw Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams back then sharing the time. So he can give you some numbers, but I wouldn't sleep on Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones has been consistent.
He's still a stud.
Yep, for the past 2
Yeah,
years.
still a stud,
And he's
yeah.
gonna give
Still
you
And they
some
trust
numbers.
him, so
Yep,
yeah, I think but Dillon, like, you can't deny what you saw in that snow game.
No.
absolutely.
Just can't.
No, I'm with you. I'm not going to pour your milk on that one.
Late round
Next
scoop.
team on the docket, we're going to talk about Chicago Bears. Viable fantasy players that I'm going to list for you going to be Justin Fields, David Montgomery, Allen Robinson, and Darnell Mooney. But who y'all guys want to talk about?
What do you think?
Me?
Yeah, what do you think?
If I had to pick anyone to really key on the Bears, that's interesting to me. I mean, David Montgomery's a workhorse. That's a given. It doesn't jump off the page for me. But let's talk about Justin Fields.
I like Justin Fields.
I like Justin Fields too.
Yes.
I think you're just like you're excited. Chicago fans is finally
Yes.
excited because this guy looks like he could be the future of the NFL.
Absolutely.
He definitely has the tangibles. He definitely has on field, ability to be the guy. So why do you like Justin Fields?
I feel like, first of all, I think Chicago should turn over the reins to Justin Fields.
They should.
Andy Dalton should not be the starter, in my opinion.
There you go.
He can put up numbers like Deshaun Watson. The way his skill set is.
That's a good
I never thought about that. That's a good comparison.
He does play like a little.
Yeah, he does.
I can see it. I can see it.
Pass first, but he got legs. Okay, I got you.
I'm all in on Justin Fields. Maybe not in the early rounds, but you can scoop him up in the...
So the ADP got him going QB 18.
Yeah.
It's around the second 12th round.
Yep.
So
I'm all about the numbers. He go 18. I'm getting real.
But here's the thing, though.
He going QB 18 in 12th round.
Is it good that there's no date on him?
I think it's a beautiful thing. I mean, you just gave me some ideas in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, the reason I was laughing so hard is because if you grab him as QB 18, especially in them dynasty or those keeper leagues, if you want to get him in a redraft league, eventually. I don't think Dalton can keep it up. If he does, more power to him. But it's kind of like the same scenario. You got to let those fast cars pass you in that lane and stop trying to hold them down. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I'm feeling Justin Fields. I feel what he's doing.
And the QBs with no data seems to shine. Look at Jalen Hurts. Look at, what I'm saying? When you don't have the film.
Yeah.
When you don't have the film on them.
Yep.
They shine for the first year at least.
Only drawback is Chicago's ability to pick quarterbacks. They haven't hit since Cutler.
That is true.
Those are the same guys that passed on Deshaun Watson. They passed on Mahomes. So maybe, and they brought in Trubisky twice. So maybe they're remembering what they did wrong and trying to correct their wrongs.
I mean, I'm kind of getting a nice little feeling about Justin Fields right now, but
told him we taking notes.
Come on, Kat.
I'm like,
Yo, D. Come on, taking notes over there, taking my notes.
Kat.
Don't sweat me on my drive.
What we got next in the docket?
Next in the docket, we talking about the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota talking about in that particular division. We got Dalvin Cook, Justin Jeffries, Kirk Cousins, and Adam Thielen as viable assets in fantasy. I'm always going to leave it up to y'all because there's some people I want to talk about. So what you got?
Who's the guy?
Oh, who's the guy?
We know the studs.
Yes.
So who do you like on this thing?
Justin Jefferson.
Yes.
He's the guy.
I try to see. You know what I did this year, right? I try to convince the league to make it a keeper league because
that wasn't fair. If you would have did that, that wouldn't have been fair.
I traded for Jefferson.
Yes,
but why do you like Jefferson, bro?
You see his rookie year. Was his rookie year was last year?
Stud.
1,400 yards.
That's not bad.
7 TDs.
Not bad.
There is no way you pass on Justin Jefferson past the third round.
You think he's gonna make it to the third?
Make it there?
Your league members messed up if he make it past if he make it to the third round.
The only way Justin Jefferson will be in the third round is if you're playing with 8 people.
Absolutely.
And then why you playing fantasy?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but yeah, like you said, over 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns, 88 receptions. He's definitely going in the second round. I don't see him passing that bend.
I agree.
I think for those who got to keep him and draft him later, this is another reason why you look for value picks, right? You saw last year he was actually being picked up like around the 9th, 10th round, just as an upside type of pick. But if you got a chance to keep him for your redraft, you are doing a great job having like an elite wide receiver number 1 in a lower round. Justin Jefferson was a rookie last year. His second year, it should even be better. Yeah. With even Irv Smith being out for the rest of the year now.
Targets
going out. That's breaking news.
So I think. So other thing is we got to talk about this Kirk Cousins thing. Now I'm not pouring nobody's milk about the vaccine. Right?
Gotta talk about it though,
because we could be political on the show, but I'm not pouring anybody's milk about the vaccine. But this guy is openly opposed to the vaccine. What do you think that does to his fantasy outlook? And does that hurt your guy, Justin Jefferson?
Absolutely. Because now you're going in every week with the question mark because you don't know. And I'm not sure who's Kirk Cousins' backup. in Minnesota?
No, I'm with
Anybody
you.
knows his name?
No. They better not have a backup. They paid him all that money, bro.
Hey,
So.
see, so that's going to be rough. So that's something you have to watch every week.
Yeah.
You know that.
With COVID happening, fantasy's different. You do have to have like your contingency plan. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Definitely,
yeah.
But continue to watch and monitor that. Kirk Cousins is playing. We always assume health, but we want to make sure their value, himself, Dalvin Cook, everyone's value goes down if that quarterback does not play in that particular game. So,
Absolutely.
Yep, you're right about that, and that was actually a good fact that you brought up. Oh,
Yeah.
all right, we going on to the next team on the docket, the Detroit Lions.
Graveyard.
I
Am I
know.
being disrespectful?
No, you're not. Yo, but before a big shout out to my man Dan Campbell, man.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Campbell.
Yeah, shout out to Dan
I
Campbell.
like his energy.
Yep,
I told you he's a football meathead.
Yep.
And I mean that in an endearing way, right? He's a football guy. You know, he's coming with the energy. Everybody at this point has seen the video of him getting excited,
Yep.
drafting his O-line.
Everything.
You know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everybody, by all accounts, is saying that Detroit hit it out the park.
real football,
Real
Detroit.
football.
Detroit, Dan Campbell, feeling your energy, loving the way you changing the culture over there.
Culture
But
changer.
we gonna kick it right back to fantasy football and talk about their
That
valuable
be sounding
assets.
like Arnold.
That they talking about, and then we got Jared Goff, DeAndre Swift, T.J. Hawkinson, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Are valuable assets on the team that we want to talk about today. So again, I'm not going to pick. I'm going to let you guys pick who you want to focus on.
Guests, friend to the show. What's that?
This team is just nasty. I'm sorry. This team is nasty. I'm sorry. It's just nasty. No.
To golf, go to golf.
The only person on this team I'll keep a look at
Yeah.
is Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I like the name too, man.
The name hit. I like the name.
I like these football
I like the
names.
name. I like the name.
Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
Greek
Yeah.
or Egyptian goddess.
It hit.
It sounds exotic, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got Indian in your family?
Yeah, but that's the only person I'm looking at, man.
Yeah, man.
As a rookie and as a sleeper, especially if you keep a league or your dynasty league, you need. I'll take a look at him, but Goff, we saw what Goff could do.
Yeah.
DeAndre Swift, I'm not a fan.
Uh-huh.
Groin injuries here and there.
Yeah, talk about it. That groin came back.
I'm also looking at his backup, Jamal Williams. I'll take
You like Jamal Williams?
over Swift. I'll take in the later rounds. That's like the later rounds.
You're just talking about value of it.
Value,
But
yeah.
he's
Okay,
like-
so value, in terms of value, Williams because of the nagging groin injury.
Exactly for DeAndre Swift. But anybody else on my target radar for drafting?
So definitely a cuff.
Yes, definitely a cuff.
Okay.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, rookie, looks great. Excellent route runner, targets. There's a lot of opportunity with this guy if Goff could get it out.
There's
I think
opportunity.
they got him in the fourth, right?
Who?
What's his?
Amon-Ra.
In the fourth round, that's when they picked him up.
Yeah.
That's when they drafted him.
Yeah.
In real life football.
So yeah,
But he's gonna be available
late
round.
late.
And for the dynasties, for the keeper leagues, this is somebody to look out for.
I thought you scared me a bit. I thought you was saying
In the fourth round of this
I
year?
was like, pick it up.
I would've been like-
I don't think nobody in this Detroit Lions going in the fourth round.
I just
The
hope
only
he's better
person
than
may
his
be
brother.
Dan Campbell if we could have
I
drafted
know,
the
right?
coach.
Just to have a coach in your team that's gonna pick you up. I just hope Amon St. Brown is better than his brother Equinemius over there in Green Bay.
These names,
What?
bro.
Equinemius?
And I'm African, bro. The names? What was
his
it?
his brother's in Green Bay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
But
hope he's better than him
I think
when
there's
he comes up this year.
four of them.
Is there four of them? Well,
I know it's three of them.
How many you got? It's okay with us. We just want you to be fantasy viable.
That's
We
it.
got you. Be looking at you on the docket, and we see you coming as a breakout.
Yes, sir.
But we're gonna keep on continuing. Now we're gonna jump into the NFC South, and we're gonna start talking about the New Orleans Saints.
This is the South I like, man.
Yeah,
You like it?
Not the last South.
You don't like the
If
last
you go
South?
to the
You don't
South,
like
you
the-
got to go to.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? Who that?
Oh yeah, it's going down. That's what I was doing my dance, right? You know, you're going down. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Oh, we up in the. All right, I'm gonna get on fantasy. Y'all don't want to see me dance. Let's go. So the first team we're gonna talk about is the New Orleans Saints. All right, fantasy viable candidates. We're gonna talk about Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, newly appointed Jameis Winston as the quarterback, and breakout star Marquise
that guy.
Callaway.
Winston is the guy.
Winston is the guy.
He's the guy out there.
There's no need to talk about Kamara.
No.
Because if you're not in the lottery, you're not getting him. He's not leaving the first 5 picks, right?
Absolutely.
Michael Thomas, there's no really need to talk about him right now. It's because is he really fantasy viable? Maybe as a stash in the keeper league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
nah.
he's at best he's gonna miss half of the season.
Yeah.
At best. And if he comes back having a lower body injury, he's not going to be himself. He needs at least a year to fully recover. So he's not really fantasy viable. How do you feel about Winston?
Would I draft? For me, Winston is the later rounds. If I'm my strategy in the beginning, if I'm going running back heavy or wide receiver heavy or even tight end running back in the beginning, I feel comfortable taking Winston as my my QB1.
Really?
But where would you draft him?
That's what I'm saying.
QB1.
I'm talking about right now. What's his ADP? Because right now I know for sure you could probably get Winston in the 10th round, maybe.
He's actually his ADP is going in the 13th round.
There,
Yeah,
you,
he's
there
like
you
that.
go.
Yeah.
I'll take him in the 13th.
But it's going to rise.
But I you know what,
You
Kat, though?
think it's gonna rise?
Yeah, I
It's
think so.
going to rise now that
Yeah.
they finally said, "Hey,
He's the guy.
He's the guy."
Yep.
You understand? Look at what he's done. And look, I got burned by Winston, but I do agree with you. I feel like even though you just like a little splash of milk, you like the milk around the same level this time on Winston. I lost the championship because of Winston.
Yeah.
Right. I think he threw 5 interceptions. If he just threw 4, I would have won. So, you know, if you could cut it down to at least 4 interceptions a game, you'll be a lot better, bro. But in all seriousness,
Hold up, you said 4 interceptions a game?
it's a joke, bro.
It is a joke.
No,
It is a joke. It is a joke. It is a joke.
because he threw 5 and I lost.
Hold on. Yeah, y'all know I don't catch on real quick. I'm
All right,
like,
so peep game, bro.
Uh-huh.
Jameis Winston, the reason why I like him now is that he didn't tell anybody before, but prior to the season, he got corrective eye surgery because he was seeing double.
I'm seeing double here. 4 crusties.
So this year, with his vision fixed, we already know if you follow him, you see he's working hard on the gram.
Yeah.
He's a student in the game. He has a photographic memory. I think that Winston, coming off of a 5,000-yard season, he was a QB3,
Absolutely.
and he gave two wide receivers that year. I think it was Godwin was a 2,
yep.
and Evans was an 8. So that means he had 2 top 10 wide receivers
on the
under his
squad.
belt.
Yeah.
And now, with Peyton, I think the sky's the limit, man.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are scared of Jameis Winston because of Ryan. He's giving these Ryan Fitzpatrick vibes.
Why? How you say that?
Yeah.
Oh, only
What do you
because
mean?
you know he comes in, he'll have a great game, but then he'll end up throwing 4 picks.
But he throws so many
That-
touchdowns and so many
That's why it's like
yards that is like,
it's a boom or bust.
I ain't gonna pour your milk, D, but I'm gonna pour your milk a little bit. You know, I'm actually I'm siding with O
Yeah.
on this one.
What?
I really think his best year, he threw for over 5,000 yards. He had 33 touchdowns.
That's fair.
He had 2 top 10 receivers that he supported, and he has a better coach.
the guy fixed his korokoro, man. the guy fixed his eye. So we good. Let's just say that's the reason.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's fair. So I did want to jump in and talk about another player that has come through during this preseason, especially because we kind of highlighted that Michael Thomas is going to be out for some time. Marquise Callaway has been lighting it up in the
forgot about him.
preseason.
Yeah, I forgot about
and
him.
I really want to get that out there.
How
for
you feel
people
about him? How you
who
feel
want
about him?
value picks?
I love this guy. Go ahead.
Wide receiver 2.
Ooh, for real?
Wide receiver 2.
You think he could be a wide receiver 2? On
I
your
got a
team?
feeling he might
Not
be a wide
flex.
receiver, not a flex. I might do wide receiver 2 on Marquise Callaway.
Wow.
I might do a wide
We
receiver 2.
definitely see he's more on my side.
I might do a wide
So
receiver
like
2.
you know, let me do my best cat impersonation. So Marquise Callaway, he went to Tennessee, played all 4 years. Every year he's had an uptick in his production, receptions, targets. So it's basically showing you that every year he puts work in his craft and gets better.
Yeah.
Right? But let's look at historical data, right? What did he do last year? I think last year he played alongside Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders, but in week 7 after their bye, Emmanuel Sanders was sidelined and so was Thomas. So what did he do that game? What did he do?
Play ball.
He got
played,
busy.
Yeah, he played ball. He was the number one. He was 8 out of 10 on reception. He led the team in reception, targets, and touches. He had 75 yards, but he could have did a lot better that game if he didn't roll his ankle. So, given the position where he was the number one guy, he gave you number one stats. I know a lot of people look at him and say, hey, he does like a 4.5. He jumps like a 38. So he doesn't really jump out as an athletic guy, but he is a hard worker. And he is lighting it up, like Kat said, in the preseason.
He's on my radar.
He's on your radar.
He's on my radar.
You talking about wide receiver number 2.
He on my radar.
I'm gonna pour your milk on that one too and say like I think he can be a flex. I think he can also end up being the Saints wide receiver number 1. I would make sure you look at him as a value pick, right?
Absolutely.
Not to dwell on it, bro. If he's available in your league in the late rounds, like the 13th round, I guarantee you, stash that man, and that will be a great keeper for the following year.
That's auto pick for me. Auto pick for me. If it's 12 and after, and I see him still there, he's coming on my team. So, all right, next team on the docket, we're talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, Tampa Bay is full of studs on their particular team. We got Tom Brady, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Ronald Jones, Leonard Fournette, Rob Gronkowski, and Antonio Brown. But as usual, I'm going to let you guys pick who you want to talk about and who you want to help the fantasy fans out with.
AB.
We did a couple mock drives, and I see you. AB. You reaching. You reaching for.
AB is my wide receiver 3.
3? Really?
Yes. He'll go. I would put him at. This is his first full year with Tom Brady. That team is stacked. Well, you know what? People would say Gronk is going to take the red zone targets, but I think AB is going to eat the red zone.
So what round you reaching for him in?
I would say I would reach for AB in the. I'll jump as far as the 8th or 9th.
Really? That's not a real reach.
That's not a reach. I think that's where he falls.
Yeah, that's where he's falling anyway.
He's falling in the 8th or 9th?
Yeah, he's going to 8th on the average draft position. He's going to 8th.
So I can't reach as far as the 6th for AB. I'll go 7th then.
Okay.
On the 8th, if he's doing the 8th round.
You might have to go 7th because if he's definitely in the 8th. You better hope I'm not behind, in front of you on that turn.
You're right. AB is still AB. He's not lost too much of a step when he's coming in. It's just the weapons that Tom Brady has.
They have a lot over there, guys.
Is that we didn't even mention little Scotty Middle on the team who can also get busy at times and burn the defense. So he just got so many places to go.
Do you think that AB is going to be used on how he used Walker and Edelman? Because if it is, then he's going to eat.
I'm going to say because AB is a possession receiver. He don't make big plays like that.
Tom Brady never had Mike Evans or Chris Godwin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
He never had like the plethora of assets that he has on his team. Like, there's nowhere on that offense that there's a weakness. Even with the running game. And I didn't even talk about adding Giovanni Bernard this year.
Yeah.
Like, there's just a lot of places that he can go. So I think the biggest fantasy value is actually Tom Brady. Antonio Brown is there. Tom Brady's going to eat no matter what. You know what I'm saying? He's going to put in the work because he's the one passing the ball. So no matter who he passes the ball to, he's getting those points.
Don't let Andy hear this podcast.
That's like, too much.
Shout out to Andy because we know you're going to pick him up with your first round pick.
Andy's in a draft and pre-draft. If there's a way to draft pre-draft.
So let me ask you just one question.
What's up?
Tannehill or Brady? Brady.
Yeah, I'll take
you draft Brady before Tannehill?
Brady.
Yeah, I think I would.
I had to ask that question, bro.
Push came to shove, and I needed like a big boost, and I saw like, hey, if I'm in like the 4th or 5th round.
What round? Okay, so there you go.
If I'm in like the 4th or 5th round, I'm like, wow. You know what? I picked some names, and then I don't think they have like the big upside, but I think Brady can go for like 5,000 yards this year automatically because he has to spread the ball around.
You're right.
And I see Andy coming up.
You gonna take Brady?
I'm taking him.
I'm
taking him. I'm not even letting him come around.
A league of savages.
We'll see. I think he's a fantasy viable bet. But AB, shout out to him. Hopefully he has a great year. He picks up his rapport with Tom Brady. Next team on the docket that we're going to talk about is the Carolina Panthers. When we talk about the Carolina Panthers, we got Christian McCaffrey.
Are they the big cats or the little cats this year? Baby cats.
I think they're going to be the little cats, to tell you the truth. I'm not feeling their record.
It sucks. It sucks having the best fantasy player on your team.
Yes,
they do. Christian McCaffrey. They got Sam Darnold, Robbie Anderson, and DJ Moore that we're going to talk about as being fantasy viable. But who you guys want to focus on?
Me?
You want to go?
No, you can't do you
I'm
guys.
gonna go Robbie Anderson. I like Robbie Anderson.
You do?
Yeah, I like the report that him and Sam Darnold got from the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
You can know the Panthers are they invested in Robbie
They
Anderson.
did invest.
Yeah,
They
give
gave
him
signed him.
extension, yeah.
Yep.
Last year, 136 targets.
That's a lot.
So I'm in on Robbie Anderson.
Okay, I mean that's a good.
That's a
look.
target. Yeah.
I gotta pour your milk a little bit on this one. I know I seem like a hater because I am,
Oh, man,
but
God.
you know it's kind of like yo, listen.
That's the first
I
step.
just want to make.
That's the first step to realizing who you are. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
I just want to let you know, like, yo, they coming to a different type of offense. It's Matt Rule. They're not in the Jets any longer, right?
That is
I
true.
like Robbie Anderson as well, but he is a boom or bust type of player sometimes.
Absolutely.
Right? They have transitioned him over to a little more of a possession receiver on that particular team.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking to see if Sam Darnold can get the ball out quick. They haven't looked that great during preseason, so I'm not like really feeling them right now. I got to see Sam Darnold got to prove it to me, right? You know what Chris McCaffrey's gonna give you, right?
Absolutely.
He's gonna give you his maximum effort every single play and let him get busy. We know DJ Moore has the talent to be a number one.
Yo,
Can he get
DJ
the ball,
Moore,
though?
if you look at him and you in a vacuum and just look at the talent wise, you can't tell him anything different
Yep.
from a top 10, you know,
Yeah, you're
caliber player.
Yep.
I feel like last year if he had a couple of balls kind of thrown to him in the right way, he could have turned a lot of those, you know, broken routes into 50, 60-yard touchdowns.
yeah.
So I think he has the talent. I think this year with Sam Darnold, he's going to get them the ball in the right way. I actually like DJ Moore as the wide receiver one on that team more than Robbie Anderson.
Okay. Robbie Anderson going right now in the 8th round, 34th wide receiver off the board. Go ahead. He could change your league up. Just go ahead and take a chance if you want to, but I'm not pouring my milk on him. All right. Next team on the docket. We're going to talk
Matty
about the
Melted
Atlanta
Ice.
Falcons. Matty Melted Ice. Wow. That's the nickname you got from him? You don't like him like that?
He's not Matty Ice
He
anymore,
ruined my
man.
league too.
Yeah.
He was. I cannot call a professional person a bum.
No, we
That
can't
makes
do. We can't do
millions
that.
of
Yeah,
dollars.
we can't do. We can't do
And
that.
has ascended to the highest in their craft.
Absolutely.
But yeah, he held me. He held my team hostage for a long time. Him and Winston.
Oh, wow.
I decided to go to Winston that year, and that was the year that Matty Ice decided to give me a decent game, 19 points, and all I needed was the extra 2 points to win. But we're not gonna reminisce or pour over.
No, but I agree with you.
cry over
I don't
spilled
think
milk.
Matty Ice is someone who changes your life when he's your quarterback. I
Nah.
think he's just like a steady Eddie type of person.
Is he a streamer at this point?
He's a streamer to me. I mean, you could pick him up. He's going to give you some numbers throughout the year. He's
Has
gonna
weapons.
keep you afloat, and he has weapons around you. But I don't think he doesn't do anything with his legs. He doesn't score touchdowns like that. And I think in today's quarterback world, those quarterbacks who are fantasy viable, who can also give you either a plethora of things, a plethora of touchdowns in the end zone, like a Matthew Stafford who's always going to kind of shoot from the hip, or it's going to be a mobile quarterback like a Kyler Murray, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert type of quarterback who's going to at least give you 5+ quarterbacks in addition, right? But we're going to talk about some fantasy viable players on the team. Not only Matt Ryan, but we have Calvin Ridley now as a number 1 wide receiver.
Given.
Russell Gage, Mike Davis, and then my man, new to the squad. What? You better go watch me do the show. Oh, that's old though. Y'all don't like when I get to the inside, right? It's all good. It's all good.
You know.
We gonna talk about. We gonna talk
The
about
kids
my
are
man.
like, Dad,
Yeah.
don't do that, Dad.
I like the music. I like my dude Kyle Pitts. I feel like Kyle Pitts is gonna get busy this year.
Okay.
How you feel, D? I
Kat,
need you to
Kat,
tell me how you
Kat,
feel.
yeah, Kat.
Tell me
This
how
is
you feel, bro.
overhyped, man. It's overrated right now, man.
Bro, give me 2 knuckles.
Come
bro.
on, man. This shows me like Evan Ingram vibes.
Oh,
And that says it all.
Preach.
That says it.
Preach on.
That says it all. My fault, bro.
Preach.
That says it all, man.
Kyle Pitts is the highest touted tight end coming out of college. Do you not think they about to get him the ball in any particular way possible? They got rid of one of their franchise cornerstones in Julio Jones to go to another team to clear out space for the brother. And you telling me that he is gonna be like Evan Ingram? Oh my gosh.
Here's the thing, though. Not to pour your milk, but I'm going to pour your milk. Here's the thing. We saw what they did with Hooper.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So the historical data says he's gonna ball out. But something about it seems when these guys are just so athletic, so good, so as a tight end, you living up to a lot. I am not sure.
Look, right now he's going in the 4th round, and I'm begging. If you guys don't let him,
I seen him go in the 3rd round.
Let him fall to me in the 4th. Let him fall to me in the 4th. You're not even gonna see it's coming. He's a dynamic player. They're gonna predicate certain plays to get into their skill plays, and he's gonna be one of them. I'm pretty sure that organization wants to kind of like shine him on a light and make sure that he's gonna be a viable asset on their team. They didn't draft him in the spot that they drafted him for nothing.
But Kat, you have people like OJ Howard that goes in the 1st round, 17th pick overall, and he's a bust.
Who's their coach? Who's their owner? What they doing on what squad? He wasn't dependent. OJ Howard played with Mike Evans. OJ Black played with Chris Godwin. And OJ Howard, I'm sorry.
They passed OJ Howard around the league, right?
See what I'm saying? And then you have people like Gronk who goes in the 2nd round, 42nd pick, and he's the
guy.
He's the guy.
All I know is that all analysts, and I seen him play in college, he's shown that he's a different type of tight end.
It's a lot of hype around this guy.
It is. That's the only thing I'm saying.
He's Reggie Bush, man.
When would you take him? When were you going to take out Pitts?
I mean, it depends on where I'm at. But he's an automatic 4th pick for me. Like 4th round pick.
4th round pick. Okay.
4th round pick. Automatic. Okay. If he makes it to me in the 4th round anyway, automatic. Auto.
You think he's going to be up there with the Kittles and the
yeah.
Wow.
And the Wallers and the Andrews and the Kelseys?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Hot take. I think he's gonna end up with him and Travis Kelce being on top.
What's the guy that played on Cincinnati?
Tyler,
they called
not Tyler Croft.
No, not Croft.
Not Croft.
The guy who kept getting hurt.
Yeah, what's his name?
I don't know. He ain't doing nothing. So on top of my head, I can't remember.
Don't do that. Before we go, let's talk about your guy.
Oh,
because we did a couple mock drafts.
Yes,
talk about it, Mike Davis.
Mike Davis. I'm all over Mike Davis.
Really?
All over him?
Pause. I like Mike Davis. Right? I just like Mike Davis.
You like Mike Davis?
I like Mike Davis.
You like Mike Davis?
Yes, definitely.
No, but you're all over him, though.
Yeah.
You said that.
Yeah, because now if I go my strategy, right?
Yep.
My strategy is to go wide out heavy, and I know that Mike Davis is going to fall to me in the 4th round. When was his ADP at? I want to say he's going to the 3rd or 4th round, Mike Davis. Or maybe even 5th.
Like 5th round.
Maybe
like
5th round.
Yeah,
I'll take it. I'll take him as my RB1. I'm that confident because
that you'll pass on all the other running backs and you're confident that he's gonna be your
So you grabbing 4 receivers because we play with the double flex.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, so I will definitely grab
4 receivers,
4 top receivers,
maybe like a receiver and a quarterback,
and I will be confident to put my workload on Mike Davis.
Wow, that's a big take.
Yes,
I don't know.
I'm confident.
I don't know about that one.
Are you on the take, bro?
You know what I mean?
Are you taking something under the table for Mike Davis?
That's wild.
You all over
it all
depends.
I'll take Mike. I like Mike Davis. He's in my top 10.
Okay,
he's in my top 10 for sure.
Yo, listen, this is your first guest appearance on a podcast.
This is the first guy.
How you feeling?
No, I'm feeling good, man. I enjoy the film, man. Yeah, I feel happy. You know what I'm saying?
I never asked married dates.
I want to thank you guys for having me, man.
For coming up to the show.
Thank you guys for having me.
You're a friend to the show for life.
Appreciate y'all,
you know what I'm saying? So
always, man. And I'm happy to get to know you. Happy to have you on the show.
Appreciate it.
Spread your knowledge around. We're going to have you on again.
Appreciate
you here.
Appreciate it.
All right, yo. We do what we do like we doing it for TV, baby. Thank you so much for watching the podcast. Please click the like and subscribe button on us. And then we out of here.
Easy.
We out of here. Peace.
Easy.